Good morning, guys. It's Arika Misha in the kitchen cooking that famous Saturday morning family breakfast. There's nothing like that Saturday morning family breakfast after you've had a nice long week of work and school and doing this and doing that. And the family comes together Saturday morning for breakfast. I love the Saturday morning family breakfast. I'm telling you, we get caught up on each other's week, but we do that through the week. But anyway, Saturday morning, you gather around the table, you talk about what happened during the week while you're eating some good home-cooked breakfast. Yes, so let's get into what we're cooking today. I love Saturday mornings. You guys know I love Saturday morning family breakfast. I love it. So today, we've got our favorite, the McCain quick cook hash browns. Y'all know we love those. The Kirkland Costco bacon, thick cut. Y'all know we don't do nothing skinty over here. I love thick cut bacon. It just has more meat on it and less fat to me. That's just me. All right, and we got some Costco Kirkland eggs down here. And we have some Artisan rolls. It's like that, kind of like that ciabatta bread, but it's, as you can see, it's Artisan. Nice fluffy rolls. So I thought, you know, just trying to come up with something different for breakfast. So I figured I'd do some bacon and eggs and just make like breakfast sandwiches, you know, out of the Artisan rolls. So bacon and eggs on there and some cheese. I'm not gonna pull the cheese out, but yeah, like, you know, put some cheese on it and then have some hash browns on the side. You can put the hash brown on the sandwich. Knowing my girls, I don't know what they're gonna do. But let's get into this breakfast. All right, so I've got my pan ready. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees already, because I'm ready already. I'm ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bacon out. Now, sometimes I cut my bacon in half, and sometimes I leave it, you know, full sized. Today, I'm gonna leave it at full size because we're making sandwiches. So I'm gonna leave it at its regular size. I think that'll be easier, you know, to put it on the sandwich. And if the girls want to break it in half, they can go ahead and do that. But I'm going to cook them full size today. And see, like I said, the thick cut bacon, it just has more meat on it. And it's not that much fat. I mean, you're going to get your fat too, so. But it just has more meat on it to me. All right, and I'm just gonna lay it in my pan. Lay a few strips in our pan. I like cooking extra breakfast. So, you know, like through the week when the girls get up for school, they've got, you know, some bacon, some leftover breakfast in case they want a hot breakfast in the morning. You know, I don't like them always having a cold breakfast, like a bowl of cereal, you know, for breakfast. I like for the girls to have hot meals as well. So I like cooking extra breakfast on Saturdays or Sundays when I cook breakfast. I just like cooking extra so that, you know, they have that option through the week. So go ahead and get this bacon panned up, and I definitely squeeze my bacon together. Y'all know it's gonna shrink anyway. It's gonna shrink anyway, so as it cooks. I mean, I don't put them on top of each other, but I do stack them close. All right, so we got our bacon in there. I think I can squeeze. Yeah, I can squeeze this piece in there. Let me scoop them over a little bit. Okay. All right, that's good. That's plenty. Now I've got some bacon left. I'll just put that in a plastic bag, you know. And if I need to, I'll just throw it in the oven or the air fryer through the week if we need it. So let me move this over here. Let me get my hands washed. Okay, so we've got our bacon. Let me go ahead and get it in the oven. Give you guys a nice close-up of the bacon. We'll put that in the oven. I'm going to put that on the bottom rack because I'm going to put my hash browns in the oven as well. Let's get our hash browns. All right, I've got my Pam spray. So that my hash browns don't stick. So I'll do about 6 of these. Like I said, I always do extras so the girls can have extra in the morning. And I like cooking quick breakfasts. You know, sometimes I'll be in the kitchen for a little while. It just depends. I mean, but breakfast is usually a quick meal. All right, our hash browns, our nice golden hash browns. Let's get those in the oven. All right, and I'm gonna put my timer on. I'm gonna put my timer on for about 20 minutes because, you know, I like for those hash browns to get nice and golden brown and crunchy on the outside, but still soft inside. So the bacon's in. So yeah, the bacon's gonna take that long, about 20 minutes, because you know, we like, some of us like crispy bacon, some of us like medium cooked bacon. So anyway, y'all know how that goes. All right, so let's move on to our eggs. Let me get my pan over here. All right, we got our egg pan over here that I'm gonna be using. And let me adjust you guys. I'm gonna slide you guys over so we can get those eggs done. Now my bread, I'm gonna go ahead. Now see, one thing about this Artisan bread, it's not like a soft bread, but it is soft a little bit. It's kind of like, you know, I think what I'm gonna do with the bread, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the oven while the oven's already nice and hot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven because you guys can see it's like already toasted. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in the oven so that way, you know, it gets all nice and warm. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna do that yet because we're not ready for that yet. Let's go ahead and move on to these eggs. So we've got our bacon and hash browns in there cooking. Let me readjust you guys. Hold on one second. Let me get my butter. Go ahead and get some butter in that pan for our eggs. So I'll go ahead and I'll get about half a tablespoon of butter in here. We don't need that much butter to cook the eggs. So half a tablespoon of butter, we'll do that. Okay, we've got to get our eggs scrambled. All right, let's see how many eggs I'm gonna do this morning. All right, let's see how many eggs I'm gonna do this morning. Get my fork. All right, let me see. All right, so, and now we're gonna go ahead and do our scrambled eggs. I'm sure you guys have seen me cook my scrambled eggs a million times. But yeah, we're gonna get these eggs scrambled up. Now with my eggs, what I'm gonna do, because you know we're gonna be making sandwiches, so I'm gonna try to keep my eggs. Let me see how many eggs I'm gonna do first. I think I'll probably do, because like I said, I wanna make sure the girls have some extra through the week. Let me see how many I'm gonna do. I think I'll probably do about, I'm gonna do most of these eggs. There's not that many eggs left. So I've got 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna do 7 eggs. That's plenty of eggs because we're making sandwiches, so we're not gonna use that much egg. And then that way the girls will have extra. And then I've got a few eggs left. That reminds me, I need to go to the store and get more eggs. So I will grab more eggs tomorrow morning or Monday. All right, we're gonna get these eggs mixed up. Let's get my stove over here. Let me get it preheated. Because by the time I get through scrambling these eggs, it's gonna be time. By the time I get through scrambling these eggs, that butter is gonna already be melted over there. All right, we've got our eggs all nicely scrambled. Don't take too much. See. All right, our butter is melting. Let me take you guys over here to our eggs. Take you guys in closer to our eggs. Get that butter melted. And me, when I cook my eggs, I like to pour my eggs in before all my butter melts. So that way, as I'm cooking the eggs, the butter is getting in the eggs. You know, it kind of gives them a little butter flavor. Just a little trick that I learned one day. I put the eggs in too soon before the butter melted. And the next thing you know, the eggs came out tasting all nice and buttery. You know, just gives it a little bit more flavor. But yeah. As far as my eggs, as you guys can see, I didn't add any salt or pepper. I usually let the girls do that to their own eggs, you know, because some people want salt, some people want pepper, some people don't want salt or pepper. So I just go ahead and cook them. If they want to add salt and pepper, they can. I don't add salt or pepper to my eggs anymore because, you know, just got to watch out for all that salt. You know, the older we get, we got to watch out for all that salt. And my eggs taste just fine. All right, pouring our eggs in. All right, eggs over there, and I just kind of like, you know, mix it up because remember we've got that butter in there, just so that butter can get all nicely mixed in with the eggs. Gives them a little extra flavor. Also, it keeps the eggs from sticking so much to your pan as you're cooking, so gotta have your butter. I love the smell of the bacon. Like the whole house starts smelling like bacon. I love it. Nothing like waking up to the smell of breakfast. And you guys know when I cook my eggs, I don't scramble my eggs. That's not how I do it. I just take this little, let me show you guys, this little mini spatula that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I just kind of move my eggs around like this. And this is how you get nice and fluffy, butter flavored eggs. I don't like that whole scrambled eggs look. I just don't like the way they look. I don't know. I never did like the way scrambled eggs look. So I just like doing them like this, tossing them around, and they're nice and fluffy, butter flavored, and they still keep that pretty yellow color, you know. This is just me in the kitchen, you know. My girls like it. It works for my family. You know, do what works for your family. Or for yourself. See, you're not scrambling them, you're just kind of tossing them around. And the eggs will cook themselves and form themselves. Let me cut this stove off. Look at that. I didn't even do much scrambling. I didn't do any scrambling. I'm just kind of tossing them around the pan, lifting them up, flipping them around, making sure they get cooked, you know. And that's it. Voila. Look at that. Nice fluffy eggs. Nice big chunks of fluffy eggs. Delicious. All right, so we're waiting on our bacon and eggs. Our bacon and hash browns to cook. You guys see we've got our scrambled eggs all done here. So the scrambled eggs are done. Like I said, as far as my bread, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a pan. I'm gonna put it in the oven so it gets all nice and warm. Because like I said, that Artisan bread, it's soft, but the top of the bread is kind of like, it's soft too, but it's kind of got like its own little toast to it. So you put that in the oven, it's nice and soft, so it gives you a nice, fluffy, warm bread. It's perfect for a breakfast sandwich. So, all right, while we're waiting on the bacon and the hash browns to cook, because we've already got our eggs taken care of, while we're waiting on those to get done, I'll be back. I think basically when I come back, it's going to be the grand finale, because the hash browns are going to be done, the bacon's going to be done, and yeah, like I told you guys, I'm just going to throw the bread in the oven while the oven's already hot at 350, and I'll probably put them in for like maybe 3 minutes. So you know what I think I might do? I might go ahead and make a sandwich, so when I come back and show you guys the grand finale, you guys will see how the sandwich looked. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll make a sandwich so you guys will see how it all turned out. And of course, I'll show you guys the food cooked at the end. So that's what we'll do. Nice, quick, easy family breakfast. You guys know we love family breakfast. I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back with the grand finale. And of course, you guys see some bacon's missing because I already made a sandwich, so I can show y'all how it came out. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in to the le bacon. Scoot you guys back so you can see that bacon. Oh yeah. Oh, that bacon is delicious. We got the scrambled eggs. You guys already saw those. Our nice, crispy, crunchy hash browns. So good. And you guys see, I put the Artisan bread in the oven, put a little butter across the bottom and the top. I left a little bit of butter across that top. I didn't let it melt all the way, so that way it can slowly melt into that bread. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I did. Exactly what I did. So that's the grand finale, and let me show you guys my sandwich that I made. I think I might throw a hash brown in there. Just put the hash brown in there. I think it'll give it a little crunch. I think that might be a good idea. Y'all see my bacon, my egg, and I did go with the white American cheese. You guys can see that at the bottom. You know what? I think I'm gonna add the hash brown. That'll give it some crunch, give it another flavor. Let me go ahead and do that, and you guys can watch. Put a nice, crispy, crunchy hash brown on it. Oh my goodness. I think that takes it to a whole nother level. Goodness. Oh, that's some goodness right there. And I've got the butter across the top of my bread. It's all nice and warm and soft. Oh goodness. Let me see. Let me make that a little bit prettier. Oh yeah, that's good. That's gonna be my thumbnail. Y'all saw it first. Well, you'll see it first on the thumbnail, and that's why you clicked on this video. But anyway, all right, guys, this is Arika Misha. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go in the description box, click on that link to my second channel. It is my spiritual channel over there. Yes, I am a child of God. I live for God. I believe we are here for God's purpose only. But yes, over there is my spiritual channel. I talk about my walk with Christ, the good, the bad, and the ugly over there, y'all. I'm telling all the business. So if you guys want to follow me on my spiritual journey as well, click on that link in the description box, guys. It will lead you directly over to my second channel. It's called God's Purpose Only. All right, guys, this is Arika Misha. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Bye.